The Journey from Judaism to Christianity, a powerful story of journey from faith to faith. For centuries, Judaism and Christianity have been intertwined, sharing a deep history, a divine covenant, and the hope of a Messiah. But what is the journey from Judaism to Christianity? How did the promise of the Old Testament find fulfillment in the New Testament? Today, we embark on a powerful exploration of faith, prophecy, and salvation. Our journey begins with Abraham, the father of many nations. In Genesis chapter 12 verse 3, God promises Abraham that through his offspring, all nations will be blessed. This is the promise that Christians believe that have been fulfilled by the birth of Jesus Christ. Moses, who led Israel out of Egypt, told his people. In Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 15, Moses prophesies, "The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your fellow Israelites. You must listen to him." This was a shadow of the Messiah to come. The prophets carried the torch of hope. Isaiah foretold this in chapter 7 verse 14. "The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel." Isaiah also paints a vivid picture of the suffering servant who would bear our iniquities, a prophecy remarkably fulfilled in Jesus' crucifixion. Centuries later, in a humble town of Bethlehem, prophecy was fulfilled. Matthew chapter 1 verses 22 to 23 say, "All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us." Jesus, born of a virgin, taught with divine wisdom, performed miracles, and proclaimed the kingdom of God. He declared in John chapter 14 verse 6, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." But his mission was not just to teach, it was to save. On the cross, Jesus bore the sins of the world. As Isaiah in chapter 53 verse 5 prophesied, "He was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed." On the third day, he rose again, proving he was the Messiah. His disciples, once devout Jews, became the first Christians, spreading the gospel and fulfilling God's covenant in a new way. One of the most dramatic conversions was Saul of Tarsus, a Pharisee who persecuted Christians. He encountered the risen Christ and became Paul, the greatest missionary of Christianity. In Romans chapter 10 verse 9, he proclaims, "If you declare with your mouth, 'Jesus is Lord,' and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." Paul's writings connected Jewish traditions with the fulfillment of Christ, bridging the gap between the old and the new. From Jerusalem to the ends of the earth, Christianity spread. The message was clear. Jesus was the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. Hebrews chapter 8 verse 6 tells us, "But in fact, the ministry Jesus has received is as superior to theirs as the covenant of which he is mediator is superior to the old one, since the new covenant is established on better promises." Today, many still make the journey from Judaism to Christianity. The evidence is undeniable. The Old Testament foreshadows, and the New Testament fulfills. The Messiah has come, and his name is Jesus. The journey from Judaism to Christianity is not one of abandonment, but of fulfillment. The same God who spoke to Abraham, Moses, and the prophets is the same God who sent his Son for the salvation of the world. Are you ready to take this journey of faith? If you want to take your loved ones in this journey towards faith, please share. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.